Mirage coming up first here. The best of three semi-final. We do have Sinners versus PARIVISION. So a big welcome. And once again, thank you for your patience. We had some tech issues earlier in the day. Hopefully they are behind us now as we head into a brand new series. And already is Morisco landing some stunning headshots, 3 in a row to take down the entire attack. Makes it a quick quad. Look at him jump up. Look at how hungry and ready he was for the ace. And yeah, Sedko saying, you know what? You go, champ. You go find him. We know he's up here. You got 9 bullets. Find that last headshot to make it a 6-star. And he's failed it a little bit here. Another couple of clicks down to 4 bullets, and he dies. But you know what? I respect the effort.
Brandon brought up that it's kind of been brought back in towards the Sinners team. Morisco wasn't sort of mentioned, but he has his moments every now and again. So here's one of them. I don't know what James can even do here. Obviously, this is just so out of the realms of possibility. Bomb is spilled forward in what is basically an unrecoverable position because they're all swarmed around it. We'll get a little bit more of a tag, but it's not going to make a difference here. For James to pull off a 1v4 like this would be insane, and Shock's going to completely null and void that conversation. What a start for Sinners. That is a beauty. You want to make sure that this AWP can actually get a little bit of favor. And interesting the way they're playing it. It's FAMAS in towards window, AWP in towards B as the anchor. Not often you see that. Normally, if you've got an AWP playing over towards B, you have a rifler as a supporting kind of element. But Zeko is actually wanting to fight through this mid position in short as well. That's a great angle from Morisco. Just edge of the smoke stuff, and it works well.
Yeah, I've been trying to highlight it for a while now, but like that borderland between the smoke and the Molotov is exploited in a lot of maps. We saw it really come into popular play towards the middle of Ancient, where Nerds has been he's been really good at running that line. Now people are doing it out Squeak or Nuke a lot, and there's no reason you can't do it in a bunch of places. And surprisingly, you get away with a lot just playing there. Like, it looks like you're standing in the Molotov, like the flames are basically on you, but you're not, and you can still see outside of the smoke. So kind of an interesting interaction between those 2 grenades that's happening there. Sedko in some trouble, but actually he makes that work very well, and James going to be going down, so scary round. Look at how low they all are on health there, but who cares? It works. 3 people alive, 2 AKs stolen. Obviously, 4 of them were in 1 round, but I mean, what a way to get started. He's got almost more kills than the entire server combined now. Travis going to get a kill back, and I guess that's something. Bit of a better start here for PARIVISION, who are, you know, just in the market right now to try and get into the half. Get that first round on the board, and things feel a bit better, you know?
Yeah. Opening kill is good. Numbers advantage, back towards B. We've had our struggles here, though, even just getting on towards the site itself, and it's not going to change. Peepo, with that AWP, good for 1. Peepo softens them up, and he's actually doing really well. B-Stick just needs to hold back site.
3v4 here, with Kick It already being low. Could be a bit of a tough job to try and get into it. Overkill for Kick It, who was already tagged up, and an easy spray down here for Morisco as well. So, yeah, maybe not the best end to the round. It looked like PARIVISION had a way to set that up. Maybe the sentiment has changed now that we're in CS2. Bomb is dropped really far back, and it's a bit of a freeze call here for PARIVISION, just ready to see if anything is going to be happening. It's another grenade landing on Kickard, and he goes down without a chance to even reply. What a dull feeling at the end of it. Belchinok's also taking a bit of damage, and PARIVISION, more than anything, I want to see some more, maybe getting more control in these rounds, like more assertive. They're waiting, they're slow, but they're getting whittled away. It's not what you're looking for. Sedko does go down, but Peppo's going to be taking out Travis at the same time, and now falling back into a different position. He's ready for this in spite of the grenade. He maybe could have had that shot. He does drop quite low, throws out a grenade that very nearly could have killed Belchinok.
Beast-Stick. The one getting caught here, he will note it. He must have gone up silently there. I thought you could even hear just the trousers scrunch a little bit. Apparently not. Beats him in the area, so he gets caught.
3v3. Oh, James. That is a very cool kill. 10 seconds left. Morisco, if he was feeling really aggressive, maybe he could have tried to run to try and stop that bomb plant, but at the same time, not sure if it was being held by James, who he definitely knew was over by the catwalk, so...
Shock. Good couple of X's on the cards here. Oh, maybe not. Nice from Nota. That's a little due diligence, just making sure that we got safety. I mean, Belchok falls, but in the end, finally a round to work with and to instill that confidence back into us. But I like this. Kicker go flying in towards the fights. Peppo gets the first, but Kicker gives them a lot of space.
Beastic knows what's coming. You can see him putting down the smoke already. He's aware that he's going to be pressured. I do agree with you, though. I mean, sometimes winning one round as well, it's just enough to kind of get everyone sort of warmed up. So I don't want to be too scared yet. Nota, it looked like he was running into the Molotov and maybe going to burn a little bit more, but I guess he had it under control. 2 versus 3. Catching somebody near the smoke is what James was hoping to do, but doesn't really accomplish that. Sedco does spot James jumping down. Gonna fake the bomb once. They really want to make sure that nobody's creeping in here. And actually now Sedco kind of is. Could he get close enough to James without dying to Nota is kind of the issue, and he can't. Good lineup being held there. Setco's gone, and Shock is just a little bit too far away and alone to do anything. So PARIVISION, yeah, good. Pretty basic, right? Like you said, a lot of speed towards the catwalk, and then the rest of the push towards the B hallways, and it works. Still a pretty big round difference, but like you said, sometimes just the one round is enough to open everything up. Nice catch, though, as they actually double push the underpass to get the kill on Belchinok. And
either way, Peppo can get just one here and fall away alive. That's okay. Gets caught by the flash. Take a lot of damage. Shock's got to try and bail them out if he can. Shock's in a really strong position if he gets overlooked with the flash. He doesn't get checked. Why is Nose not checked him? Where's the comms from Kicker? No way.
Ooh. I have no idea. Oh, what a finish as well. Shock. That is one hell of a way to get the quad kill. Norbert obviously has some experience playing at the top level, but yeah, like I said, it's a talent factory over there a lot of the time. Shock kind of ready as they run through. Good couple of headshots, and also good to see him limiting the angle. He wasn't swinging in to get more kills. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna stay back here. It's all good. James alone with the AK by Tetris and is gonna be hunted down one way or another here. Good trade. Very decent round. I can't really complain about anything, to be honest, here for Sinners.
Double AWP as well. I like it. Well, not even double AWP, but just a secondary AWP, I might say. And there's the primary.
What a day in the office for PARIVISION. I don't know. I mean, obviously, game was a little bit delayed, but you're getting warmed up and getting into it. Shock is pushing out in towards the palace, taking down Nota and Spellchinok and James. 2 versus 5. Whatever they had planned, whatever they thought was going to happen here, it definitely has not transpired in the way that they were expecting. It's PARIVISION's map pick, and they're getting slaughtered in this first half for 10-2. Belchinok with a 1-on-5 to try and get even a third round. It's just, you can hear it as I say it. Doesn't seem likely.
Let's see. What have we got for us, Belchinok? Nothing is the answer. Let's quickly put that one aside. This is ridiculous what we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. And I also like the follow-through for Sinners, right? Like, sometimes you see this a lot, actually, where you get a bit of a start, but then, for whatever reason, you let the enemy team back in, and the whole thing falls apart. So, it's nice to see that they just keep it going. The USPs, though, are finally doing a bit of work here this time for PARIVISION, who obviously desperately need a pistol round of win. And they're going to try and see if they can get that. It's down to Beastic and Peppo. We have actually somehow ended up in a 2 versus 2 now. And Peppo, alone, getting hunted down in the corner. 7 bullets left. They peek him, and it takes a long time, but they get the job done in the end. I don't know if I hate it necessarily, but it does mean that they just have a little bit less efficiency. Ooh, James had no idea. He was trusting in that incendiary. Again, had it been a Molotov, it probably would have forced out the peak a little bit earlier. But smart play from Morisco, just sitting and waiting. That's actually a great look. We know that he's got some mechanics on him, but seeing him pull off that kind of a move, I think, that's something that I'm going to remember in the background. I'm like, all right. He's got some thinking to him as well, which is going to be important. Belchinok here, trying to tickle them away with the M4 and actually doing a fantastic job. A lot more than tickling. Going to be Setco and Beastic going down. Morisco in the middle, gets dropped by Nota, and suddenly the round is turned on its head as Shock and Peppo are left.
Bomb goes down. It's a doable post-plant if we don't peek, but we do. So Belchinok will find Peppo, and this one should be concluded. This is really difficult. Yes, damage has been dealt, but PARIVISION, they should have the patience to be able to just isolate the fights here. There's the first. No trade as well behind it. Crossing is not easiest. He gets a tag on towards Belchinok too, but the AWP just better.
They've stolen 2 AKs, Jame on the AWP, and just more than anything, at the first like 5 or 6 rounds, they had almost no kills. So just getting the players warmed up here on the CT side now, I think it's going to be important.
Jame, one in the spike. He'll take it. And with ease, nice shot. For a second as well, smoke will come down over towards stairs, so they'll have to reposition. That smoke gets broken open, so kick it. Easy for that first. The second, a little harder to come by.
Some of the Mac 10 and the Galil are actually doing a bit of a comeback in the round. A headshot on the Travis. Deagle's out. Instead of reloading the Mac 10, thought he was going to get jumped, presumably. Bomb planted here. There's an HE coming out. Sadko, but he does get the bomb plant. He punched in the last digit, so gives Morisco a chance to shine again, but he's getting shot in the back also. Jame there to catch him with the AWP. Yeah, he could feel the pressure. I do kind of like this. Again, it's a bit risky because you know Jame is out there with the AWP somewhere. But at the same time, if you can sneak up to that Tetris position, you get away with a lot here. Molotov on the Travis. Okay, he's pretty quick with the smoke. HE to follow it up because why not? You know that he's there. Almost didn't have the weapon out, but Morisco still able to get the kill. The flash around the corner is insane, and I can't believe they lived through it. They should have been dead, or at least one of them. That is so fortunate.
They're going to rotate. Quick B play here. Nobody here to stop them as well. They're just going to barrel through. They're using all this util to get out. They don't realize it's a free site. This underplay could be quite important, actually. He hears everything.
Jame just holding the angle for the minute here. Peppo kind of lucky to be alive. Only for a second. He's just shot him once in each leg, I believe. So kind of a brutal way to go. Flank is coming in, but getting caught immediately by Sedko. And this retake's actually kind of tricky. They don't have that much money. 3v3. As much as you'd want to see them keep going, the trouble is if they lose, especially the AWP on Jame here, it could be kind of risky. He's got some money in the bank and tries to get out there. What a jump into the window, getting away with a lot, but again, how far that bomb has already ticked. Yeah, they really don't have a lot of it. It's Jame with the AWP and the kit, and he's now dead, so somebody has to run back there. I don't think they can do this at all, and I feel like even in the 3v3, it was always going to be risky. Try to get away with the AWP, but that's denied. Yeah. What a kill from Sedko.
Yeah, that's actually really important. Nothing there at the end. So I'm impressed with what I saw. That's good work.
But we do get a look at the FAMAS. We've seen some highlights with it already here at CCT. For all I know, this could be another one. So everyone is trying to figure out what is the best use case for it. I still see a lot of people running with the MP9. So still able to do that, of course. And Travis, bit of movement there, bit of jiggling back and forth. Setko goes down.
There is one sort of looming with Belchinar. He's got an idea about it. It's all about timing. He's going to work out against him. He's going to get caught here. Down he'll go. This now put the rounds back in PARIVISION's favor, surely, especially with B-Stick falling too.
Yeah, really good timing. Also, again, having Jamo on that side allows them to have this much of a defense, so good stuff. It's basic, but it works out in the end.
You know, pause to come through at some point. Let's take a breather, guys. We're still in a commanding position, but let's not rush things. James, good shot. Great shot, in fact. James, he hasn't quietened down. Obviously, Belchinar, who...
Are they going to take the risk of just walking out that palace? It is something we see quite a bit where you don't throw too many grenades. You just try and see if you can catch somebody in CT spawn potentially with it. But yeah, so he is going to walk out there with no utility. Even as we speak, Peppo's getting tagged up a little bit, but he's all the way down to the A site. So, Sinners, there is maybe this one chance. It does rely on the mid part of the push to actually work. But there was B-Stick. I like the fact that he didn't throw any grenades there. He literally walked onto the A site from the palace with just no sign that it was happening. And unfortunately, he's going to be dead anyway because he did re-peek into Jame, and it's going to be a 1 versus 3. There we go.
And probably one which, I was going to say, doesn't keep the AWP alive, but no, turns away, gets caught. Is he expecting Travis? He actually is. Okay, all right. Travis on the elevated angle. Peppo had the right idea, and now he's so desperately trying to stay alive here. He's not doing a bad job with the movement either. He should be able to get out. But I'm going to go down with just enough time. Wait, do we have a chance here? Surely not.
He does. Now he does. He had a chance to kill Travis as well. If he waited for even half a millisecond more, he would have been there for the shot in the window. He has the right read on everything. It's kind of sickening, but James is going to be too quick, and he'll take him down. But I must be honest, that's the kind of, even if he loses it, that's the kind of way I can understand why you look at Peppo and you say, okay, that's something that they've seen or felt here that makes them believe that they can keep coming back. I'm curious to what it is, because I feel like so far the defense has been holding up, but they want to test it once again. Kicker, my god, what shot is that from Shock? I'd love to see that from his point of view. Don't know how he found it, but it might not make a difference as they're running into the AWP of James. Shock at it again. It's another really beautiful kill. And a very fast bomb plant, to be honest. This is winnable in the 2v3. I say that as Travis does get the kill on the Shock, finally putting an end to his little round of madness. It's Peppo. The Galil in hand and in a 1 versus 3.
Again, right? He was in a 1v2 earlier. Now in a 1v3 from the exact same position. Nota dropping down towards the site. And he would just flying towards the fight. He backs himself. 11-all. How are we tied? Sinners, what are we doing? What a collapse that we're seeing at the moment. How has this got so out of hand? What has gone wrong? I mean, we talked about how it was late on the time. Nota wants to play in towards mid. Oh, and he will. He'll do well. He'll do... Oh, I was going to say that second was... That was begging for him to get it as well. He just couldn't quite confirm. The damage dealt, though, is pretty substantial. This is a great angle. Belchuk should go unchecked here. It's not often that it is checked, and especially because the bomb has crossed, that's information gained.
A lot of info, yeah. 3 versus 4. Deep grenade landing back here. We're down to 23 seconds. Sinners, they've lost so many rounds in a row. No. They need to win one, at least secure that overtime. It's a good kill. Shot coming out of the palace. And again, he's been sharp with that AK, but you're right. Time is a big factor here. 10 seconds left. Peppo getting another one, and now the bomb being planted. James unable to stop it. But he's in position, and a little bit of patience. The jump up. He does spot one player back there. Misses the chance for a headshot. Grenade is not going to kill anyone, and he decides, I'll do it with the M4 instead. Takes a chance at throwing out that incendiary. That could have got him killed right then and there. Peppo's nearly burned alive, but somehow he's still there. Could Shock let the headshot. He's out in the open. There's a kill, and James switches out now for the AK. He wants at least a bit of a better fight. Grenade here should be enough to kill James, right? If he just pulls the pin and goes for a deep toss. There we go. Right on top. A Shock will find it. Oh, that's how you do it. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Like, a win is a win. Could also be a bit of a learning experience for them, assuming that they actually find a way through here to say, you know, we need that killer instinct. They're running right for the flames onto the bomb site. They catch James off guard. What a play. They know Kicker is going to be there because he's been here all the time. They've got him locked in the corner, but the FAMAS will help him out. I can't believe what I'm seeing. And the USP to follow it up and taking down B-Stick. Now Shock just left alone. They had the round. They just needed to get rid of the FAMAS, and somehow they're not able to. So now overtime is looking almost completely locked in here.
Yeah. I thought when James dies, that's it. I thought it was going to be game set. You know, you've got the big hitter out of this round, or one of the big hitters primarily, for PARIVISION, but no, Shock. No chance here, 1v3. What a slip-up that Sinners have had. And it also makes you look the other way and say, what would have happened if PARIVISION were just, you know, somewhat alive in that first half? Or would we actually be talking about PARIVISION winning this out here? Who would have known? Boost up in towards window. I like this, Nota. How aware are we? Oh my god, very. Oh, we still can't confirm it. He turns at the right time. James gonna find the trade on towards Marisco at least. And he doesn't actually need to fight here. Just this Uthor set coming down will do enough to draw attention. He can fall back.
This might work, but it could also blow up 10 different ways. Amongst others, if Sedko gets caught in the middle here, it's going to be a real big problem. And Travis, he swings wide. Might have actually been the right play, but does end up going down, and Sedko not faltering at all. They can run back if they want to, but now it's time to get your running boots on if you're going to be doing that. 30 seconds. They are still committed to the bomb site. They're expecting, and they're not wrong either. James runs through. He's dead already. Sedko, what a round. What a look. I mean, there are many ways they could have lost this round on the Sinner side, but here we are. Now it's down to Belchanok trying to stop the bomb, and unfortunately he didn't get that mid-air headshot, so it should be all over for him.
Yeah, surely. 1v3. I mean, Zeko obviously is sort of basically one foot in the grave, but with Belchuk being a known quantity, there's just no chance. They don't actually even need to fight him, but the Orb can have a little look. Ooh, gets close as well. Why not? Belchuk will finally sort of give it up, but even exiting is pretty difficult here. Where and how do we get out of this? Is Echo going to swing? I feel like that would be ill-advised. Oh, he tucks in the window. I like this. He's making all this noise. So they know exactly where he is.
Pretty
Down
tricky.
he goes, though.
Yeah, good to see. Keep the AK. I mean, might as well give it a shot in the next round. And
a 3-mapper in towards game number 1, and this one's still feeling like it could be more of the same. Travis burning in the molly, kick it same for him, so both have to fall back. Nade will bank round, but only minimal damage. Shock plays anti. If they contact this, Shock's surely dead. Yeah, he's tucked. Oh, poor guy.
Yep, just waiting. A little bit questionable. Almost was waiting too long. Hopefully he didn't disconnect or anything, but did look a bit weird. Belchanok is going to be going down. And as a result, we do have a wide open B bomb site. Sinners, in spite of losing the early kill, they might be in a very good position. Bomb's surely going to get planted right away. And look at how much control they have here on B. PARIVISION. Test of their retake protocols on the B bomb site. They throw a little bit of a lurk smoke to try and help themselves out of the window, but also receive a Molotov in return for their efforts, and Kickard was practically forced into that. Had to run away from that Molotov, and Peppo's got the right idea. There is a late flank coming that could be all deciding. They need to get out of the market with a little bit of a fiery play, and they're not even getting through, so Peppo has no reason to look at anything else. James cannot win this round in a 1 versus 4, and he will go down. So Sinners, wow, where was this all along? Yeah, you're not wrong. This is so scary. 20 seconds. Yeah, but even then, they've only got for the first part. There's still more to come here. Nice little lineup. Spray could have been more efficient. He's still got 8 bullets left, and it's enough to take down James with 10 seconds on the clock. There should be absolutely no way. And a good hold here. Sinners pick up another one, and now again, 1 round away from taking the first map. Does reveal his position a little bit, but they're going to escape the middle. And a bit of a slower round here for PARIVISION. Careful now, Peppo. Important kill to take down Kickard.
So confident, isn't he? Bomb on the back of Belchanok. Look at this from Arisco, though. This alone could be the difference maker. He might actually go slightly unchecked a little bit. Yes, Belchanok's in towards kitchen, but James not going to look here. Oh my god, trigger discipline. They know they're going towards B. He spotted the bomb as well. That's it. The comms aren't there. Why is no one commed? How's Marisco got away with the second? Belchuk didn't even turn until it was way too late.
I just truly don't think they realized. I think it's such a nightmare. You don't even know what you're going to be saying at that point in time, but you're right. They didn't know for the second kill either, and great play. Sinners, after what looked like a done deal in regulation.
A minute left, and PARIVISION given the ability to just completely reset.
And they will. Reset. 50 seconds. They regroup towards the B bomb site. Oh, Sedko. Okay. That's an absolutely smooth kill. And the backup is here. They're running right into the Glock of James. Great work, though, to be honest. Marisco, he had the quad kill in the first half of the pistol on Mirage, but not quite here. We'll get shot down. B-stick, though. Nobody's watching this. He's missing every single bullet. Finally gets the one. And kick it. He's a tap away, so just find that one. It's a headshot to make sure. And it's a nice round for Sinners. There's a moment there where it could have got off the rails, but a good job nonetheless.
I kind of love that as well for B-stick. That guy's 1 HP. He is on the brink of death, but I'm still going to set myself up for and see if he can get that headshot, which he does. So, nice work. A little scrappy, a little weird, but Sinners get the round 1, and not only that, they deny the bomb going down. Have PARIVISION use that 10-15 minute break in the same vein that Sinners obviously would have had a big conversation themselves. Have PARIVISION said, okay, that was terrible that first half from us. Let's try and see if we can recover this to a level that we know we can play at. We'll have to see. It's over. It's actually bit of early ship damage is not bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple of. I mean, this one that lands on Notar is obviously the most standard HE by now, but the other one thrown from middle onto the that B boost back there is pretty interesting. Peppo getting right in their faces with the MP9, but it doesn't matter when you don't pull the trigger. Belchanok just catching him. Just don't. So I'm guessing they're just going to be looking for a couple of more exits, make it a little bit harder on PARIVISION, who should definitely win this round.
Yeah, well, Still a slightly odd spot, but any exits actually still have a lot to work with. Travis sneaking in the back line. He might not be needed, though, in all fairness. He's going to come in late. But, again, yeah, not needed. Kicker does really well there. And Trav makes his presence known, but too late. Doesn't matter. And a re-smoke down 2. Good little util set early here by Zeko, just to keep the pressure on towards PARIVISION. They'll break open that smoke. He's ready to fight. And fight he will. Both he gets. Beautiful. Nota and Belchnot just line up.
Yeah, that'll get the job done, although, say that as Peppo does get a bullet right in the face. Still a 4 versus 3. James is holding the middle, and there is a massive push coming out for Sinners here. We talked about it a little bit during the tech break, that it is something that Sinners apparently like to do, at least statistically. They are big fans of that. We'll see if it's going to be timing-wise. I'm not sure about Shock. That seems like a position you'd want to try and hold. James in a bit of trouble. He jumps down and gets caught, and he had the bomb on his back. Another Molotov landing there to put a little bit more pressure on. Travis gets a kill on Morisco, and I don't know how, but we ended up in a 2v2. And they're going to bring the bomb surely towards that A-bomb site. 16 seconds. Guys, there's so little time.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting as Sedco. 1 kill here, and actually B-Stick is hearing it too. They're going to be a walk back. They should never be able to win this round here. And yep, Sedco just quietly in the corner, hunting for his 1 victim there.
Peppo, he's going to fight in front of this. Oh, hello. This is bold. I don't hate it, but he's being held for, so it could actually work against him. And it will. James, he was waiting for exactly that move.
Yeah, interesting to see that there's... I guess when you're peeking with EWP, they really can't easily throw a flashbang to set up their own AWP player, but it is risky. It's a good idea, and it kind of works, but he gets traded almost immediately. B-Stick, gotta be careful here. There is still a player in main, but he takes the chance, gets away with it. And if you could have landed that kill on Nota, I think he's going to win the round right then and there. But now it's back on again. 2 versus 2. He fakes the bomb to push down, and Shock, he's not quite ready for it. Doesn't even land a bullet there. Ends up going down. Morisco, he was a real monster on the first map, but he's going to get traded as well. Nota with a quad kill of the round, and PARIVISION, they get 1. Yeah, it's a good idea. You're right, though. If you boost a little bit further down, it doesn't really have the same effect, so... Flash to try and slow it down. How much are they going to commit? It seems like this time they definitely will. Belchinok's going to go straight down. Peppo is in position, but 1 flash over, and this entire defense could be gone. I don't even need a flashbang. Travis brutalizing them at the bomb site. Oh, no. That had real potential, but they just got completely checked by Travis. 4 versus 3 now. And a real tough round here. Travis just continuing. Quick kills coming in. A 4th. And now, Sedco obviously running away, but that is... I wasn't expecting that. I thought maybe they were in danger of getting pop flash there, because that kind of is the position for it, but turns out Travis didn't even need no flashbangs.
This is now a little bit worrying, at least. Sedco, they know all too well.
It's what the ace...
No hiding there, mate. Yeah, Travis going to get all 5.
His teammates saw him and let him get the ace.
Yeah, I love it. That's
friend.
what it's all about. Because we see the other side when the teammate just steals it away. So, I like that. That's good teamwork there. That's where we can say the vibes are good, but...
Yeah, again, weird position. Also, Peppo's got 1 kill. Shock's got 0 at this point. Just a lot of cause for concern. A mid push coming out, which is always fun on this map. You can do exactly what they're doing here, which is flash away through the smoke, but... Unfortunately, there was more of an army on the other side that they really were expecting. So they get shot down, and at the end of the day, it's probably not too much to be hunting for here. Good headshot. Bomb awkwardly is dropped on this side, so they really have to come back here, but I don't think it's going to be a real issue here. PARIVISION en route to pick up a 7th, and Sinners. I mean, 3 rounds. Can you make a comeback from that? Sure, you could.
And they are actually going towards Morisco. That 5-7 up close. Bang for your buck. This money is, we've been arguing, probably the best you've got in the game. Oh my god, I said there's a freebie. Thankfully, B-Stick does get in there. 5-7 up close. There's 1. Okay, 2 versus 2. Hang on a second. 5-7. 5-7 so damn good. That gun is so good. Best value for money gun in the game.
The incendiary that they had quite far back into the connector.
Yeah.
On some level, if you just throw it down in front of you, it's probably, might not do as much damage, but you definitely will be a lot safer in the bomb site. So Just a series of unfortunate potential errors or slip-ups there that eventually just cost them the round. Morisco, this is a really fun round to watch. If he gets away with this, it might be round winning. There's the one, and they have no idea. I don't think anyone... Again, the communication there for PARIVISION, they just don't know where they're being shot from necessarily. See if he could do even more damage back here. He certainly caused enough of a distraction that Kicker runs right into Peppo, and suddenly...
Travis taking a couple of shots. He spotted the head for a moment there, but just couldn't capitalize upon it. Oh, good shot, though, from Travis. 2 versus 4. It's not impossible, because Travis has scaled up in towards mid here. He wants to take fights. He's pretty crisp, and he has been so far this map.
Yeah, for sure. Like that one ace that he picked up, but I mean, the first 4 kills at the very least were absolutely stunning. And truth is, you're right. If he gets one more kill here, it's going to isolate a 1v2 at the A-bomb site. You never really know what could happen. Morisco trying to do something. Falls to Travis. And now time is running up here, 17 seconds. And I think that kill on James should be enough here, even if Travis gets it. The bomb is really far away. He's trying to see if he can hunt them back. He's given up on planting the bomb. He's just trying to get the last 2 kills, hoping that they would both be somewhere in the middle. But it's not the case. And it's a 7-5. So Sinners...
We've got to see these two come along. I mean, I think in particular Peppo as well. He's been so influential to all the good that we've seen from Sinners. Anubis is generally a pretty good map to AWP on, but now he's got to do it on the T side, which can have a lot of issues behind it. We're in towards A. The bomb's a little lagged behind, but we've got some good site holds here. I mean, they're pretty deep in towards that A site, so this post-bomb has some strength behind it.
Especially with Peppo still in the middle, and there's even a flank coming in from the B bomb side. I don't know how they've managed to do this, Sinners, but they should win this round every single time. They are just, it should be, unless PARIVISION can run in and defuse right now, essentially, if they wait any longer, they're going to get shot in the back. So they're kind of getting close to doing that, to be honest. There is a kit on Travis, but again, the flank is coming in quicker than they might realize. James is dead. Peppo is going to fall, but they keep coming in from that cam position, running close with the dualies. Nice headshot from B-Stick. This round is a lot closer than I was expecting, but unfortunately, Kicker in a 1v1, he's just so pressured, and B-Stick will end up clutching it right at the end. So a huge round here for Sinners.
For PARIVISION, we're talking Jamin towards the AWP. Rifles alongside a nice nade to kickstart things. Just Kicker going to be chunked down to 50 immediately before he even sees anybody.
Oh, timing for shock. I can't believe it. Right as Kicker was about to throw that grenade, Belchinot covered to sneak in here. He might have the better timing. Yes, indeed. So that's karma for you. Shock getting a very similar treatment. And James, it's an easy shot onto Morisco. See what they want to do with this now. The bomb is back. They could turn this into just a B-split, and I think when James is over on the side, that's probably what they'll do. They also knew that Belchinot was pushed up pretty far, and yet Setko's caught off guard. That is a bit interesting, because he would have known that there was a chance, and I mean, he was looking for it, but even with the AK in hand, he wasn't able to actually get the job done. So suddenly, a 2 versus 4, and unless this flank from B-Stick that's coming through might not make a difference at all. What a wallbang. Okay, he just shot him like 7 times in the head.
Alright, what can you do? That's gonna hurt. But for B-Stick, now it's about saving this AK. You don't have any money left over, really, for him at the very least. So if he keeps his alive, that means Peppo can buy back in, Morisco can buy in, Shock can have some level of buy. It's just Zedko that'll be hurting, but we speak to long there Counter-Strike, which is what we love to see.
Yeah, but we'll keep soldiering on. I can tell you, for one thing, we're doing mentally better than the people in the Twitch chat. They're losing their minds at the moment, I've noticed. So, in that, we're winning on that front, Neo. We're outliving the Twitch chat for at least for the minute. We'll see how it goes later on. It could be different, but it's 4 versus 3. Travis back, taking a look. He's aware that he could be shut down, so waits to peek until the smoke is up, and that's all kind of what you want to see here. It's another hard round for Sinners once again. Have to claw their way back into the 4 versus 3. And I don't know, like, they seem to have lost their touch just a little bit. And again, they are missing Shock and Peppo, the 2 players right now that are not really outputting almost anything in the first 18 or so rounds that we've seen here. They don't have a lot of kills.
Yeah, we kind of touched on in particular kind of Peppo, right, at that halfway point. He's so influential to Sinners, and Sinners, they've completely fallen off. We've definitely got to take a little bit of a deeper look, I think, Sinners post-series, regardless of the result, into these T sides, because they've obviously, you know, having quite serious struggles.
regardless of what it is, they're definitely having a harder time right now waking up into the second map, which again is their own map pick. So you'd expect that they would have that to fall back on, but we're not really seeing that at the moment here. Shock looking to put some speed behind this, running into the Molotov with a MAC-10, and he gets essentially what could have just been a double opening. We'll give him the credit anyway. Good timing, incredible speed, and the round is over.
Yeah, round's done. That's it. So I don't even think the round's done. I think the game's done. Sinners, for them, it's great that we're getting one here on this T side, but is that sort of round replicable? I think maybe I'm basically not. PARIVISION are not going to fall for the same tricks twice. Hexakills also do have a pretty big effect here. Echo goes down, but you have to be a little cautious as you're going to continue running out. And it's always a difficult map, I think, to save on in general. It's quite a small map. And it's not going to help when James is this confident moving around. So down to 3 already.
With over a minute on the clock here. Looking like a B finish this time. You have some utility. Not an enormous amount really on the Sinner side. So probably going to be able to smoke off CT spawn and then just kind of flash their way in and go for it. And honestly, PARIVISION anyway are playing this as a retake. They're saying, all right, let's see if we can't do the 5-on-5 retake. That's potentially incredibly risky.
I have no qualms. Give it a go. James going to find Zeko for the start. It's not an easy site to retake, but you now get the numbers advantage. So that's going to make life at least a little bit easier. Risco, pop flash out. He'll spot nobody, so they can play deep in the post part now too.
Down to one flashbang from Risco, and the question is, could he even get a chance to use it in this 4-on-5? Bomb is ticking away at some pace. It's a good dink, but it is not enough for a kill here. Peppo up to the task. Let's see if he can actually get the second one there. Grenade nearly blows him up. I can't believe he lives through it. Feels like he should have been dead right then and there, but now he's still a threat, and the grenade... Well, the spray here is going to be good enough. Morisco getting another couple. He's got some bullets left, but Travis, unfortunately, does not have enough time, even if he gets the headshot. So, honestly, probably worth trying to go for the retake there, but they end up losing it. And not just that, but a lot of rifles. And that is a big deal right now. Honestly, what a time for them to slip up right now. If PARIVISION can't keep this going, if this is where they sort of stumble and fall too much... That would be crazy. Shock is actually trying to do it again. This time there's no Molotov down, but he's got a lot of pace behind this. One good flashbang here, and maybe it's going to work out. Jane with a bit of a boost, and Shock does get stopped, so they almost have to keep pressing on, but it doesn't feel as good. Oh, Jane, he's going to shoot his teammate as well, but we'll get Morisco, so at the end, it just might be worth it here. Beastic and Peppo picking up an AK is one of them, but they're slowed down, and... Yeah, actually, I do not even hate the idea of walking away. Even if it's still hard to win this 2-on-4, I don't think you were ever going to plant the bomb there.
No, exactly. Just when we were starting to, I guess, have a bit of the narrative of, oh, maybe there's something brewing up. Get shut down quickly. Kicker's going to hear this information. He knows both of them are rotating him through mid. A is open, sure, but Kickit is on that deep lurk. It's this play here by James. If he pushes that smoke, that will change things. Bomb planted. I actually like this. Beast is going to stay in towards camera. Will James be expecting it? Seems like he is. He's waiting.
He's so smart, James, and has always just been such a hard player to play against for this very reason. He's very careful.
Oh, no way.
And he's quick as well. Takes down Beastie. You're not wrong, though. That is a really sick play, and I guarantee almost every other player would have been walking somewhat through that, or maybe would have been a little bit careless to just try and get to the defuse. But, yeah, heads-up play for James. That's going to put them at 12.
You know, economy being such a bad spot that it is broken for the CT side. Sinners have got to win raw gun rounds each and every time, and they've kind of barely even got one here. I've got a Deagle coming out for Zedko, a MAC-10 for Shock, so tough spot. Tough spot for sure. Sinners aren't completely dead just yet. Morisco, nice shot. So many more kills like that required, and Belgianox here, he gets 2. Going 2 for 1 there is big.
Yeah, that gives them a good chance to win the round. I mean, honestly as well, Belgianox, we've been missing him a little bit on this map, so even if it's towards the end, nice to give him a chance to shine a bit. The bomb is not actually at the bomb site, so even if they got all the required kills, they are a bit worried. Travis nearly could have got shot in the back of the head there, but Shock is going to go back and try and hold on to this. Got to be very careful. There is a helmet, but it's not going to make a difference. That's a very good spray with the MAC-10, I've got to be honest. Whereas James, on the other hand, does not have a helmet. So if he runs into the MAC-10 and misses a shot, it could be bad news, but he's not going to miss anything at all. Flash is going to make, or the Flash peek there is going to make it work, and it's going to be a 2 versus 2 with Travis sneaking right into the headshot. I thought he was cooking there a little bit. Now it's on James. He's thrown away the AWP, looking to see if he can stop that defuse, or the bomb plant's not going to happen, actually. And it's a 2 versus 1. James on the high ground, a grenade. It's a great idea, and it lands right in his face. He makes the dive down. Somehow, he is still alive. Molotov, I don't think spreads far enough, and even if it did, he's going to go for it. Fakes it out once and is hoping that Beastic is going to make the mistake, and he does. Oh, he's absolutely big-brained that one. James in the clutch in the 1 versus 2 with a defuse on top, and PARIVISION, they push us onto a 3rd map.
That worries me slightly.
Well, let's see how this one plays out, okay? I'm gonna forget everything I saw on map 1 and 2 and just come into this like it was a, you know, start of the day. We're in the office, just kind of checking it out. Smoke goes down. I say this all the time, but nobody respects the smokes in these rounds on the pistols. You're just gonna be coming through every time because you might as well. And it kind of works. It's a 3-on-3. I think they're happy with that. It's worth it. It's probably better anyway than to try and run back once you've already thrown your own grenades, right? So if you stop at the CT smoke, you're wasting your own grenades, and then, you know, that's pretty much it. So 3v3 in the afterplant here. Make it a 2v3 as Morisco comes in with the 2nd kill of the round for himself. James.
Well, it continues, right? At least we get a bomb plant and all that, which in itself is good, but it is still PARIVISION keeping the CT size looking really, really good. It's a nice retake as well. 2 versus 2, and they just play together. They play for the fights. Travis, nice shot, especially on that last in particular. That is the one thing you have to come back and fix, right? The T size. Sometimes it's pistol rounds. Sometimes it's where, you know, it's lack of control or momentum. And for Sinner so far, it's just been this T size and not giving us a lot to be confident about. Notes are going to start well. Fama spamming through. Don't catch B6. He tried to push that smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, PARIVISION, even though, you know, it's like they've been playing together for a long time with this lineup, but there are some mistakes that were creeping in on some of the opening maps that I just, you hate to see them. It's fixable, but it could easily cost them a game like this one. Kicker's waiting on the other side here. Smoke's going to be going up. He's just trying to do the pre-fire. Doesn't really connect with much, but there is FAMAS on the other side. And I think they've done enough here. Maybe don't have to risk too much more than that. The Galil's left in a 2 versus 5. And honestly, pretty decent dink there. Bomb plant. I guess it'd be nice if they could get the extra cash here, but that doesn't seem like that's going to happen anyway. Peppo is alone.
Gets his kill, short. He's aware there's a possibility of a flank. But this is so unlikely. Galil reloading. He's dancing between the 2 angles. 35 seconds. Not a lot of time to work with. And down he goes. Jay, that's where we can potentially get ourselves back into this. Behind the other side too. Nadal bank over. Oh. Zedko just spams the smoke and kicker. That's an unfortunate way to die, and he now has to call from the grave.
He jumped into the corner as well. Like, maybe it was right at the beginning of the jump he got caught, but it looked absolutely ridiculous. Can't believe that's how he dies. But yeah, I mean, good position. Up on top of the wood stack back there, and with 50 seconds on the clock. Yeah, save. It's a better call.
I agree. I just don't see the point here, right? Keep on what we got and sort of go again and towards the next. And even now as well, you know, James, for example, could drop that MP9 over towards Kicker. He picks up an AWP and you're chilling, right? So you're not in a rush. It's not a necessity to get this round.
Wouldn't be surprised if there's more saving in the future.
Yeah. Bolchanok. Close. Good. 4-2. The third was so nearly there as well. Not a bad effort.
Yeah. Smoke up here. James with the decision to make, and he's going to decide to help out his teammate inside of the bomb site. He's got 2 people behind him in the arch position, so yeah, get some more people on the site itself, and with that kill on the shock, you've got to assume that there's not a lot left here. 40 seconds. I guess Peppo could really give it a shot here, and he actually will find Kicker. There's still a chance, but it is very limited. 30 seconds. Do you want to try and go for this? It can't be down to Morisco, right? He just doesn't have the health for this fight. Peppo with the AWP, and I think that maybe slight mistake from Kickard is probably the last one they're going to get here. So it looks like it's going to be... Oh, wait a minute. 18 seconds left.
Oh.
They wanted to go for it. That's definitely been denied. If he had landed that HE, it would have been the round over already. But regardless, it definitely will be here.
Nice work. Travis just making sure.
Should allow Kickard to maybe be... Yeah, you can see, you can sort of see around it and maybe take a little bit of a fight here towards the apartments too. Molotov landing in the pit. There are a lot of people already at this bomb site. There's going to be a very, very hard hit. Smoke fades, and Kickard is absolutely ready, and Sinner's walking into a big defense right now. He's making absolutely no headway. Just fighting one at a time. Whatever the plan was, maybe it would have worked if Kickard had been defeated over by the library. That could have been a way to maybe sort of, you know, unsettle the defense, but ultimately that never happened, so...
Yeah.
Like we've already been saying, the problem is the banana position is really well defended. They have really had no luck trying to get a proper conversion there. I don't know, like they could go for a little bit of pressure up here and try to... Oh, that's so silly. There's no reason. Okay, well, I take it all back. They're having success everywhere. Absolutely no need for James to die in that scenario, but I guess, you know, the game. It's been a long game for him too. All right, give James a break.
Exactly. I like this double stack. As long as Belgium doesn't need to peek, even if Kickard goes down as well, he can actually buy this time and wait for that bomb to cross in towards site or in towards water.
Risco.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what Travis doing there. That's so risky. Does it make a difference? It could. Yeah, that's one of those things. Again, we're talking about mistakes. You know, who's going to make the most and who's going to come out on top. And that kind of a run there, you know, making the noise, knife out to the corner. You hate to see it.
Yeah. Okay, Morisco, just jumping on the corner. Know that PARIVISION are happy to play aggressive in towards mid. And there's no util here. Also, I'm spotted, Jay. If you give him a pixel, he will punish, and he does. Right there, great shot. You're not too worried. As long as you can keep them locked in towards apartments. Jay wants to take control into a short. He's going aggro. Shoulder spotted. Shadow spotted too. And he gets his kill. He just gets caught in the corner. Oh, good reaction from Travis. Belginox there to support him. And this is perfect. This hold should be good enough. It's one man left and Pipo doesn't have a chance. PARIVISION back to winning ways. Back to being in control. So
Ents should be winning.
Yeah. So unfortunate for Ents, honestly.
It is
I felt like we had
waiting.
a really cool game brewing there until map
We
number
did.
3 when you got NKJ standing in. Bless him. You know, hasn't been in the server. I think it was 2019, Trav said, was the last time he was in the server. Oh, that's great. So the decoy thrown on towards corner wall to see if anyone was there, just to tag him up, and then they flash straight away off the back of it to swing him for the fight. I love that. And another behind it as well for Zedco. Not bad work. They've got to know there's another B player. Do they think there's two, however?
It's always very tricky with the math here, isn't it? Molotov will force one of them back, so now playing a little bit further back, they're going to check it, and now your question's about to be answered. Do they expect for there to be a third? They're going to make sure and check, so I love that. Why take the risk and make the assumptions? It isn't really worth it, so just do it the old-fashioned way. Go and be sure, and they absolutely are now. Peppo and Shock, if you don't win this pistol round, you're in a lot of trouble, and they don't have all the equipment for it either. Don't know if there's a kit on the ground somewhere in there, but regardless, it's going to have to be down to some headshots. There's one, there's two. Going for a third time. He's finally going to get shut down by James, but my god, it was crystal clear for him with the first two. Wish he could have had a little bit more time to find the third one. Long defuse. Peppo not even trying for it. He's hoping for a quick peek, and I think he realizes that once again, James has outsmarted them.
Yeah, he's so confident. I think as well for Jamie, he actually played that really well in the sense that when he wraps him towards Church, and he hears that tap on towards one, literally just as he goes in towards Church, it's a bold call.
Yeah, this is one of those things where like there probably is almost no wrong or right. You know, it's like either way, you're staring down the barrel of a one in 1,000 type comeback. So, you know, whether you do it one way or another, it's still just as unlikely. We'll see. We'll see if they can prove something more. Yeah, maybe let B stick off the hook. Maybe let him run out there to look for some kills. He is pushing up behind them. He's gonna get traded right here. Oh, actually, Travis, even if you kill James, probably still a good call. Was a chance there that he was gonna get both of them with the deal somehow. Peppo, worried, and for good reason. There is a guy on the other side there. Nice shot with the scout, but surely he's gonna be dead. Yeah, Kicker able to find him, and now it's down to Setco. 1 versus 1. No reload happening yet because he doesn't need it. Kicker able to take him down, and that puts PARIVISION in a great position. They are almost at the grand final. If you draw a graph, I mean, of like the performances in the first map there, on the first half, it was so sick. Like, they really looked like they were here to crush PARIVISION, and then they just slowly but surely ran out of steam, and eventually we're down to something like this. Ooh. And a nice entry for Hunter B-Stick. I mean, Notes has been doing well. I would say this, like, we've seen some of the newer players on PARIVISION who or less experienced players, coming up with some good stuff here. James,
speaking of Nota, by the way,
listen, don't stand in his way, okay?
It's true. Nota getting all the limelight, and James says, "Hang on, fellas, it's me we're meant to be talking about." Here I am, in fact. Oh, Belchinok. Speaking of notable players, great for the first and the second too. Well, that's that, Anders, isn't it? James will see it off.
Damn.
And it will be a massacre on Inferno by that of PARIVISION. What a display. 2-1. They booked themselves a ticket to the grand final, facing off against Monty with a reverse sweep, no less.